I will be completely honest with you. It's just a little bit too cold for me to be wearing a tank top, but here we are. Here we are. Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you're having an absolutely lovely day. Thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let me pull the lights towards me a little bit more. Let's go ahead and dive on in. Garbage were returning to the band, and we're going to listen to the song Queer that you guys had recommended off of their debut album, released in 1995. Some of you that had recommended this track, I think I have all of you, but there's a chance I don't. Pierre Charlotte, Music Droog, Adam D. Leroy Davis, and there may be a few more, but off of like just looking really quick, you are the three that I see. So thank you guys for the recommendation. Thank you for the suggestion. Let's go ahead and dive on in. We listened to Val. You said that you guys, well, a lot of you guys had suggested many different songs, but this was one of them. So let's go ahead and dive in. We will talk about it after. Here we go. It's got that trip hop sensuality dripping through.
Strip away your heart veneer and see what I can find. The queerest of the queer, the strangest of the strange.
I like the guitar. Scratchy.
The lamest of the lame, the numbest of the dumb. I hate to see you here, the joke behind the smile, a fake behind the fear. The queerest of the queer.
That's a great sound they have on this one.
This is what he pays me for. I'll show you how it's done. You learn to love the pain you feel, like father, like son.
What?
The queerest of the queer, hide inside
I think there's a little twist to this one. This has such a 90s energy to it. You can tell. Really great guitar sound, so. Guitar is so good. Some organ chopping it up back there too. I mean, this is a track that just oozes, and I mean drips, oozing down with just sensuality and sexuality, and it feels so good. The trip hop nature of it all. I mean, it feels so 90s to me. Like, this fits into the same vibe as like a Portishead, you know, like maybe not, of course, in that exact direction, but it fits in that same particular square. Shirley Manson's vocals are just so perfect. Whispery without being infantile, sexy without being like overbearing. Like, it's just really, really works really nicely here. The guitar work, courtesy of Steve Marker and Duke Erickson. I really like this tense, sexual, but dark feeling and anxiety that they're able to build in the background. You also hear some touches of organ in the back as well, but it's really the guitar that I'm focusing on with this one because it's scratching, it's itching, and just like the lyrics, which seem to have some sort of twist in there, just like the lyrics, there's something uncomfortable about it. There's something pleasurable about it, but also unpleasurable about it. You know, and I think they actually did a really fantastic job of striking that balance and finding that theme and that tone in just the nature of the music itself. It works so well here. Drums going to be performed by Butch Vig, just keeping a steady loop there. But yeah, I really like the effects on everything. Let's dive into the lyrics though, because I think there's a little bit of a twist going on here with the whole father-son line there. Hey boy, take a look at me. Let me dirty up your mind. I'll strip away your hard veneer and see what I can find. Okay. The queerest of the queer, the strangest of the strange, the coldest of the cool, the lamest of the lame, the numbest of the dumb. I hate to see you here. You choke behind a smile, a fake behind the fear, the queerest of the queer. This is what he pays me for. I'll show you how it's done. You'll like to love the pain you feel, like father, like son. So here's what I'm getting. Chorus repeats, I know what's good for you. You can touch me if you want. I know you're dying, so you can touch me if you want. I know what's good for you. You can't stop. Here's how I'm interpreting this. And there's a long Wikipedia article about this track. Here's how I'm interpreting it. I think that father hired a prostitute to engage with his son, who perhaps the son is gay. And I think that the father is like, no, is not accepting of that, and basically saying in a very kind of, honestly, in my opinion, like an abusive way, like I'm gonna make you a man. And so he hires a prostitute to do the deed with his son. But like I said, this is not a pleasurable experience. Obviously, if I'm taking the way that I'm reading it and what I'm saying, it's not a good experience. This is what he pays me for, father. I'll show you how it's done. The queerest of the queer, hide inside your head. Like, the son is just trying to get this over with. This is not what he wants. This to me, like I said, I think that this is abusive. The blindness, like he's hiding inside his head. He's retreating into his safe space so he can just get through this experience and move on. A fake behind the fear, the queerest of the queer. I know what's good for you. This is, of course, the prostitute touching. You can touch me if you want. You can touch me if you want, but you can't stop. You choke behind a smile. And even the prostitute says, I hate to see you here. You choke behind a smile, a fake behind the fear. So, I mean, in a way, she is also a victim getting forced into this situation. And she doesn't want to. That's what I think. But let's dive into the actual... let's see if we can figure it out here. I mean, there's a huge article about this, so I'm sure we can find out. It says it was released as the band's second international single. The song quickly became a modern rock success for the fledgling band and was Garbage's first top 20 in both the US and UK charts. Also earned the attention for its music video. That's nice. I want to learn about the song, though. Began as a rough demo in 1994, recorded during an informal studio session. The band had been jamming using an ADAT 8-track, some samplers, and a small drum kit. The band had written about 5 songs that they felt were pretentious and lyrically simple and literal. They did not want Erickson to sing, even though he was a competent singer, because they wanted to avoid sounding like their previous band, Spooner. Okay, so they said, let's see, I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Okay, Vig's inspiration for the song came from Brotherly Love, a novel by Pete Dexter, about this woman who was hired to go and make this guy's son a man. Okay, so I'm on the right track then. The story of the novel, which follows two boys caught up in the Philadelphia mob life, inspired Vic to write from the perspective of the prostitute observing an odd, emotionally scarred boy. So I'm hitting on the target at least. I'm at least hitting the board. Whether I'm actually getting a bullseye on this or not, that's left to be found out. It says, after Marcus saw Shirley Manson's group Angelfish, they invited her to sing. Manson eventually returned to Smart for a successful second audition and began working on the songs. Manson rewrote the song into a trip-hop arrangement, added ambiguous lyrics that allowed the listener to make up their own mind about what the song meant. She also re-sang the queer vocal in an understated style. I wanted to sing it harder, but I couldn't, so I sang it all soft. Erickson added, none of the other singers that we tried had that kind of dynamic ability in their vocals. It was then that they knew that this band was going to work. And of course, there's like a lot of other information here about it. Manson later explained it's not as you might think to do with being gay, but tolerance. My granny has the expression, or's queer except thee and me, and sometimes even thee's queer. That is that you think you are normal and the rest of the world is freaky, but we're all equally to blame. Yeah, there you go. I agree. They did not write the song in particular to appeal to the gay community. However, Erickson stated, as musicians, we're totally open to the song's gay appeal. There's been enough exposure to gay issues in the mainstream media that people are finally ready to deal with it. Even if it's something controversial, people are still beginning to open up. I can't read today. He added, the song isn't about sex at all. It's about the loss of innocence. So there's the deeper message behind it. I mean, hey, listen, they said I could interpret it the way the way you want to interpret it. I'm interpreting it the way that I said, because I think that makes this a very powerfully uncomfortable song that is worth being sung. I think that is a fantastic track with great lyrics. That's good. Very good. Let me know what you guys thought of the track. Thank you for the recommendation. You can support the channel when I do on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. You don't have to. It's just an option. Of course, you can also press the like button, as it goes a long way in supporting the channel and what I do as well. Thank you for being here. Come back tomorrow, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.